call. Congratulations, of course, on the column. Doing fantastic. Now,
I love it.
What would you say is the most exciting part about tonight? Because, of course, we're here celebrating.
Well, first of all, it's been one of my favorite jobs I've ever had.
Really?
I love writing, and then to be able to do it at home in Chicago and share my thoughts.
Yeah.
If anyone's interested in listening. But you know what? I've gotten such great feedback from Chicagoans that I can't imagine not ever having it. So now tonight is just like a really great summer celebration of the Splash and the people that we love.
And now, last time I talked to you, you said that you sort of have this like Zen moment that happens to come up with everything that you come up
Yes.
with. Why is that still happening? 'Cause how do you come up with stuff every day?
I know, people ask me like, where do you find your information? And I do this thing, I don't know if it's too weird, but I call it like plugging into source. And to me, source is like, the universe is filled with every answer and every information, as long as you're open to it. So I literally picture myself like a charger. I plug it in and I just kind of open my mind and wait. And there's something will pop in my head, always. I mean, that's why I know I'll never have a struggle always doing it. If for some reason I have a hiccup, I ask somebody a question. Like if you were to ask me something, what do you want to ask? And then I'll go from there.
And do your tweeters ever help you? Sometimes post like a question on Twitter, right?
I do go on Twitter to ask questions because I kind of like to see what collectively people think.
Right.
The one that's coming out this week, I just wrote, is called The Secret of Happiness. Oh, I'm doing an interview.
That's okay.
It's my best friend. So I love that my best friend leans in and says, do you want another drink? Yes, of course, Julie.
That was perfect.
The one I'm writing this week is called The Secret of Happiness.
Okay.
So I knew what the answer is that I wanted to write, but I wanted to see what everybody else thought on Twitter. So I tweeted it out there, what's the secret of happiness? And I got really good responses. But of course I've got responses like alcohol, which is hilarious.
Right.
And then I offer their opinion too sometimes.
And of course you have some, we won't talk about it too much because I know you can't, but you have something very exciting coming up.
I do, and I'm very excited.
Is it going to take you away from Chicago, or are you going to be
Great
there?
question. Everybody wants to know, including my son.
Oh.
I came back to Chicago for a reason, and that was to give my son the best life. The people are good here. I always said he's going to meet his wife. I want to meet his wife in Chicago, find a Chicago gal. So when I had the conversation with him, I said, Mommy's got a job now in New York. He goes, I thought you already had a job in New York because I was doing my VH1 show. I'm like, I do, but it's a different one. To him, it's the same thing.
Right.
And I said, I really, really like to stay here, but I'm going to give you the option because I have to be there Monday through Thursday, but I'd be home Thursday through Monday morning here. And he said, I'm never leaving Chicago, and we'll figure it out. He says, your life is very complicated. I said, it is. It is because obviously I love being a journalist, if I can go there. I love interviewing. I love it all. So it's a dream job come true, but I also have Evan as number one. So I'm going to commute every...
And then still do the column too.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
Oh, for sure. Yes. Yeah.
So it's going to be like Supermom on the go in a couple months.
Yeah. It has been. I mean, I'm grateful because just to stay relevant in this business is impossible without lighting your hair on fire or dating crazy people. So I'm grateful that I'm still here and I'm a single mom that has work and my kid's doing great, and so I feel blessed right now.
And like you said, I watched you on Single Out, and now you just made such a phenomenal transition. I mean, what do you think is the number one thing that's allowed you to do that?
I think having a clear vision of what you want. I always say to myself, the universe is kind of like a waitress, and they're waiting there with a pen and pad, and they want to take your order, but they don't know what to put in if you don't know what you want.
Yeah.
So I made this decision very early on of kind of a path that I want to do. When I was on Singled Out, I said, I want to try acting, I want to continue hosting, but I think I want to try writing because writing never ages. My body will, and my face will.
Hardly.
But I wanted to use my brain as much as possible, so I just kind of used that, and I'm grateful because there was a long period that I didn't do a lot of on-camera work, and I wrote. So I've written 8 books now, and I'm grateful because that was my livelihood to pay for me and my son.
Yeah. And okay, so I work for a radio station. favorite group? Like, is there any music you're feeling right now? Any song that you really like?
You know, I don't even realize that he's listening to the radio when I'm singing it.
Yeah.
But he's walking around singing like Robin Thicke's new song. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm glad he hasn't seen the video. He's not gotten that to that age. But yeah, he's basically singing everything that's on the radio.
Do you have anything, or you don't really get a chance to?
I do. I am such the top 10 pop girl.
Yeah.
I kind of go with whatever song is great. Imagine Dragons.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes. Is that the name of the, or is it Radioactive?
Yeah, that's
Love.
a really good one.
I do like that.
That's a really good one. And also too, I'm recently single. Do you have any advice? Like I know you did the online dating thing.
What is the question in terms of being single? Where to find somebody or not find somebody?
I guess where to find somebody. Because you know what is tough? Like being on the radio, because everybody, wants to get in your business and know everything.
Right.
You kind of probably relate to that. And so
I would say,
because the online thing makes me a little nervous, because again, if somebody listens, like, because I did it once, and it made me feel a little weird. Because the guy listened to the show
Right.
this morning.
they're gonna, even if you go to a bar though, they're gonna know that it's you and still listen to the show.
That's true.
I would say, of course, I'll take my Hillshire delicious appetizer. Go where the single people are.
Yeah.
Bars.
Yeah.
Parties like this.
Yeah.
I like online dating.
You do like it. Okay.
Yeah. Big
Okay.
fan.
I might try that.
The only thing I would say is a tip. In their photo album, ask for recent. Because I'll post their best or the only post from here up.
Yeah.
So you want to ask for multiple photos as you're getting to know somebody.
Okay.
And I feel like sometimes people are more direct and honest when they can write. Do you know what I mean? Like when you're
That's true.
when you're texting, they just get right to the point because there's no fluff talk. It's not like
true.
you're not going to write, "Oh, the weather's bad today." You're kind of going to get more
Right,
to the
like
point.
that phony sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like that you cut to the chase and you can kind of, see what they look like.
And you're happy in your personal life, right?
I am. I'm very happy.
You guys are super cute.
Thank you.